Hi guys, so welcome to part 4. Yes, the fourth one. For the question, why do we visualize data? Now, this is a series of questions, right? Why do we visualize data? And this is the fourth reason. Again, it is important for us to understand the intuition behind this series. It's supposed to show you, in a very simple fashion, why we visualize data. So, first thing is to look at the intuition. Now, to visualize data, we want to tell a story. Now, data by itself does not inspire any movement, it does not inspire any action. You do some analysis and you create graphs and charts, and that tells a story. Stories like this inspire actions. You work for an organization, say an e-commerce startup, and you're looking at your first 2 months of analytics and visualizing, click-through rates, conversions, percentages of conversions inspires actions, right? So it's important for us to know that data itself might not inspire any action. So that's one of it, right? Right. So again, but what visualizations tells a story. So that's almost always important for us to understand. So visualizations tells, a story. So we're going to, again, like we have done previously, we're going to create lists, and we're just going to be very intuitive with you. We're going to create a list, and these lists are going to hold values, and these values are going to be what we are going to visualize, right? So the first thing we'll do is we're going to look at this like we have like a monthly budget allocation. So here, let's call this telling the budget allocation story. Right. Now we're going to have labels. Let's look at labels, and these labels we're going to have we'll have rent. So these are features that make for monthly budget allocation. So we have utilities, what else can we look at? Let's look at groceries. Two more things. What do we look at? We look at savings. One last thing. What's that one thing you would want to budget for in a month? Okay, let's look at entertainment. Right. Now we have this. Okay, let's make this labels. Now the next we are going to do is we look at let's look at the different allocation sizes for each. So we call this sizes. So rent maybe takes 35. Utilities 10, groceries 20, savings 25, entertainment 10. It only makes sense to make entertainment a little bit of it. Then, now the interesting thing is we're going to use something. So just walk with me here. So we have explode here. We're going to now create. Now by putting this, it gives you a sense of what we're now going to do. We're going to use 0.1 here, because at this point you begin to think, oh, we're trying to work with a pie chart. Now I must say that a pie chart isn't one I typically would use, but I just want to use this as a way to tell a story. So I'll put 0, 0, 0, 0. Right. Now, this explode part is a feature when creating a pie chart. So we're going to make use of it. So we have plt.pie. And so when we look over here, you can see we're going to look at, you see the explode part of it? Yes. So we have our sizes. We have explode, which is also a parameter, right, for a pie chart. And we have explode typically created here. Then we have labels, which is also a parameter for creating a pie chart. And of course, we have already created our labels here already. Then we have, just again, just so you look at it, we have the auto PCT. If we come over here and we read this, if it has none, it's expected to be a string or a function used to label the wedges with their numeric values. So that's that we're going to use that to label the wedges. We have auto. Now we're going to show the way we're going to use it. So it's like a wildcard code. So we have 1.1. Then we have the format we'll typically use, and we'll probably want to use percentages to work with that. Then we close this. We have plt.title, because we want that to have a title. And so we'll call this monthly budget. Did I write this correctly? Monthly budget allocation. Is there any other thing we're going to do? We want to visualize, so we have to show and see. Let's see if this works. Yes, it does. So you can see why we use the first explode, just to typically tell a story, right? Because I told you guys that you see the reason why that is really interesting. We wanted to tell a story for it. Maybe typically, say we want to tell maybe another story, because we have 35. Maybe we want to tell a story for entertainment. Maybe we just do this. We want to tell that story for entertainment. So we're looking at these two guys, rent and entertainment. Right, you can see that the stories, it seems to just have a story the instant that comes on, right? Just maybe we wanted to tell a story about groceries, right? And then we come here, remove this. So where's groceries? 3, right? So here we do this. I want to tell a story about groceries. I'm going to say, what's up with the groceries? Now you get to see the story being told once you visualize the data itself. Now in your role as a data scientist, you must always tell stories. You will almost always communicate with stakeholders. And this is a critical aspect of it. So why do we visualize data? To tell a story with data.